Jamashi, that means Christ is our victor. It's a typical Christian greeting here in Nepal. I'd like to give you some background regarding the country of Nepal. There are over 22 million Hindus here. They worship millions of idols. Many of them are in darkness. 93% of the people here are unreached, and so we have our work cut out. It is said in 1960 there were 20 Christians, and today there are over 850,000 Christian. We are working on the west side of Nepal. Most of it is a farming community. We are working here amidst a great harvest, and hopefully spiritually we would have a great harvest as well. Well, our main focus is the School of Ministry. I love to pour into these men and women knowing that they're going to affect their country for Jesus Christ. There's only 4 out of the 40 that have any kind of training. The rest are just being led by the Holy Spirit in their Bible. So it's a great honor to pour into them. We began in the book of Genesis. We worked our way through Exodus, did an Old Testament summary. We are in the book of Luke, and we're covering Daniel and Revelation as well. I love to worship with these men. We have some of the same songs. They sing it in their language, of course, but we know the tune. They're great students. They're there for 8 hours a day. They live in a building there that doesn't have much. It doesn't have running water, doesn't have air conditioning, but they are faithful, they are committed, and they love Jesus Christ.
It's been a privilege to pour into the lives of the Nepali women and teach the word. The remarkable thing is that 2/3 of the church here is made up of women. They're beautiful, colorful, hospitable. They love Jesus and they desire to know him more. So most of the women in the village work in the fields. They earn about $2.50 per day during harvest time. Many are illiterate, but all are engaged in sharing the gospel, which is so encouraging. Outreach is such a vital part of the ministry here as we go outside of the walls of the church. I've been able to visit families and deliver special packages to children. We were able to bring several proclaimers with us, which are audio Bibles in Nepalese, to give to families and pastors who lead small groups. I've trained them in how to use them and how to start listening groups amongst their neighbors. So we're excited about this part of the outreach that we've been involved in. This week, we've been giving livestock to families in need, and as a result, we've been able to give out 5 goats and 2 oxen to a total of 6 Promised Child families. These funds were raised by a church that had a vacation Bible school, and the kids actually donated the funds, so it's been neat to be able to deliver those to the special families that have been identified that are in need. And during every outreach opportunity, the purpose of the special gifts is always to share the gospel. This opens the door to minister to them and pray for them and tangibly show the love of Christ to many families. One of my favorite highlights so far has been working at New Creation Primary School, where I was able to read a children's book called Walking with Sabita, written by a dear friend of mine, Nancy Kaser. It's about a young Nepali girl who was from a Hindu family who hears about the true and living God that loves her. And in the book, it shares her story and how she became a believer. So the gospel was clearly presented at the end of the story, and one boy and one girl from this 5th grade class responded to the invitation to accept Christ in their hearts. So we were able to lead the children in prayer, and they were invited to attend church down the street from their school this weekend. So we're excited about all that God's doing in their little hearts. We're blessed by the opportunity to share just a small portion of what the Lord's doing. If only we had more time, but we're excited about the work here in Nepal, and we know that your prayers and support are what's really behind, our effectiveness, and as we co-labor together. We head to China on November 1st, and although we can't really share too many of the details about the work for security purposes, we covet your prayers and just want to give you our thanks.